Yo, what's up, man? This is Erick the Architect, and we right now at Amoeba Records, and this is what's in my bag.
Ambrosia, if we don't catch a vibe, then it's over. I don't got no time for the bullshit. Hit it one time, hot shit, but she frozen. Hey, hey, Ambrosia, if we don't catch a vibe, then it's over. I don't got no time for the bullshit. Hit it one time, hot shit, but she frozen. Hey.
The first thing I want to show you is the best of the OJs. Right, so here's the thing. I have many OJ's albums. I don't have this one. And you know, sometimes it takes multiple vinyls to get your favorite song. So today we have all of them together, right? The #1 song, my favorite OJ song is #1 on this. It's Backstabbers.
They smile in your face. All the time they wanna take your place. The backstabbers.
The reason why I love this song is because it's petty, right? And like we in 2024, these things still, the things that these guys are singing about are still relevant. It's about lack of trust and people that really don't want the best for you. But it's so beautiful. And the song, the composition of it is so beautiful. They really find a way to express how they feel. And yeah, it's still so raw and real. And look at the fits, they're just so, oh my God. Like they just, they really got it, man. Not only that, you got Love Train, For the Love of the Money, Time to Get Down. Like, I Love Music is another one. We love music, we're in Amoeba, like, come on, man. The soul music was introduced to me by my mom. So the OJs were one of the first bands we played in the house. Timeless music, really the best. They're probably my favorite.
I love music, just as long as it's grooving.
Barrington Levy, Broader Than Broadway.
Under me sense, me under me sense. Under me sense, me under me sense. Whoa, see.
Growing up in Flatbush, Brooklyn, I almost feel like there's actual Jamaica, like the island, and then there's the island of Brooklyn, like New York City, and it's very similar to the what was going on in Jamaica. I feel like I didn't know the difference between Jamaica and Brooklyn when I was a kid. You would hear so much reggae music all the time as kids, and block parties, cookouts. On weekends, people just open up their windows and just play reggae music. Barrington Levy was definitely top at that time. Like this whole project from Broader Than Broadway, Under Me Sensi, Teach the Youth, Prison Overrock, Shine Eye Girl, Bounty Hunter, The Vibe Is Right, To Experience.
And to experience to be taking for a ride. And I know it's not my foolish pride.
It's, again, reminded me so much of my childhood, but I was introduced to reggae music from my dad. So I always had like this affinity to stuff we heard. And Barrington was, I would say Yellow Man, Barrington, Buju Banton was probably my dad's favorites to play. And now I have one that has all of them together. You know, it's just so nostalgic. I want to say he's in Broadway in New York City on the cover. So it just shows you like how integral reggae music is still in New York City and in Brooklyn where I grew up. There's nothing really like this, you know? I want to say even when he did his song with Shine. Afterward, you know, people know Barrington because of the skiddly waddly diddly whoa. Timeless. If you don't know that, then I don't know. Like, it's 2024. This is something you need to get now. Shout out to Barrington Levy, man.
Cause I'm brother than Broadway.
I'm rolling with the CDs right now. Donell Jones, Where I Wanna Be. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Girl, what's it gonna be? Shorty got eyes on me. You've been frontin' since 2, girl. What you gonna do? I'll be chillin' at the embassy. What?
So I'm talking about my mom, my dad. I'm talking about my brother now, my oldest brother. Yo, this was non-stop playing in the crib, man. Like, I didn't even really know as a kid how great it was. I had no choice. He was playing it all the time. And oh man, R&B, that real R&B. We talking about a time when, you know, I feel like people were singing about actual love. 2024, it's a lot of lust. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of like, it's not love making, it's not passion, it's less heartfelt music. I feel like this This is actually coming from someone who had lived and experienced and went to the studio. And I miss that shit, you know what I'm saying? I think about this album, You Know What's Up, Shorty Got Her Eyes on Me, Where I Wanna Be.
Crying apart to me, how could you let this be? I just need time to see where I wanna be, where I wanna be.
This was like the music when I came home from school, you know, and we turn on TV, these music videos were on, and I didn't even know that we were hearing legendary music. You had no choice. It was just what was in front of you. I think nowadays, using the internet, you have those things are being decided for you, you know, with algorithms and all the stuff. When you listen to music because it finds you in a way, especially when somebody older is curating the music for you. So I'm really grateful for my brother to play this for me because this is still one of my favorite albums of all time. Literally, This Love is probably my favorite R&B song ever.
Say it again. Oh, this love, are you gonna be the one to get it? 'Cause you gonna be the one.
Singer, songwriter, producer, Donell Jones. Yeah, man, just going back and looking at this, it brings back good memories, for real. Who is Jill Scott? Man.
Everything is beautiful between me and him, and here come you and your big mouth.
One of the first things I discovered about Jill Scott, I believe she wrote her music, but she also was doing all her background vocals. And coming to a time when like being able to sing is one talent, right? Or being able to write and produce is one talent. But to be your own background vocalist requires your voice to have different tonations and things that, you know, you're stretching your voice so much. It's hard to really record that and make it sound lush and beautiful. She was killing that shit on this album. She just like ate this up, man, from like, Do You Remember? Oh my God, Getting in the Way, Exclusively, A Long Walk.
Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Find a spot for us to spark conversation, verbal elation, stimulation.
I know I wasn't even supposed to be hearing the stuff that Jill was saying at this time. My brother would play and I'd have my ear in the door like, you know, she had told this crazy story about this dude and I was like, man, every time that part came on in the album, I was like, ooh, not supposed to be hearing that.
He was licking and sucking on everything, just the way he should.
Words and Sounds Volume 1. Jill Scott really gave me a real taste of what I kind of grew up on the soul, but like a more modern version of it. Yeah, I can't not put this in there. I don't have it on vinyl, so today I'm gonna get it. Like this is the one. Shout out to Jill Scott.
Come on.
I'm gonna go back to the reggae. Go to the Buju Banton till Shiloh.
Me all a walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Girl, let me in, me have the thing where you are waiting.
I never had it on vinyl. This was a CD constant rotation in the crib. I remember one of my parents bought it, I don't know. But it used to be in so much rotation that like we had multiple CD players in the crib. So like my dad might play it in the living room and my mom got to steal it and play it in the bedroom, you know? It's that, it was constantly, especially in New York City. This is probably the most complete reggae album of all time. And why I say that is because Buju Banton really unified roots reggae and dancehall. And at that time, that was really hard to accomplish. One artist didn't really do that. You know, they were usually separate. You know, a guy like Bob Marley or Peter Tosh was really into roots reggae. They would never make stuff for people to dance to in the club. But this album really was the first time you would actually hear those artists together. So you have artists now like Popcorn or Alkaline, you know, that really can combine both of those worlds. But Buju did it first. He's the OG, bro. Like,
Real love with no strings attached. I wanna give you my heart. Don't wanna take it back.
The other thing is, it hardly has any features. So it shows you how much you can really do on your own without relying too much on leaning on another artist to influence you, which is nothing wrong with that, but he didn't even need to. His voice, his style, you know, I still remember the intro. Strangest feelings I'm feeling. Oh, Jah love, we will always believe in. Don't you know my fate is in day till Shiloh me chant Rastafari's name. Woo! That's how the album starts, just like that, acapella, and then he goes straight into Till I'm Laid to Rest. So classic on the back. We got Africa, you know. It's timeless music. If you listen to reggae music now and you really want to know where we adopted some of that, I would still believe like artists like Chronix, all these people. I guarantee you, ask Chronix or any modern reggae artist, this is one that their parents probably showed them too, But still has so much resemblance of what I grew up listening to, what felt right to me, and I never seen the cover this big either, because it was always a CD. So I'm seeing more detail in it now. But yeah, shout out to Buju Banton.
Though you may think my fate is in vain, till Shiloh we chant Rastafari's name.
So I went with a toy this time. I'm a toy guy. I like collecting toys. This is a very, very small toy of DMX. But he had a big impact. See what I did there? A big impact on the world. He has, I think these are Timbs. They might not be the right Timberlands. If he was alive, I don't think he would like these Timbs, to be honest. But everything else, I feel like the chain is right. The microphone is right. The only thing is missing is his dog, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. I could have bought the album, but I want to leave it a toy so I could put it somewhere in my wall. DMX is such an influence on my life, his story, his music, especially this album. What DMX stands for still to this day, I think it's to find someone who can find power in being vulnerable. I liked how much he involved religion and God and church in his music. He didn't have this front-facing, he didn't seem very approachable. I never met him, but at the same time, he did, because he had duality, and I think that a lot of people related to the stories he said with dealing with drug addiction and being an orphan and being alone. It's he's a symbol of hope, and I wish that I ever got to meet him just to tell him how much his music really influenced me as a kid, and still to this day, as a New Yorker, he was our Tupac, crazy, his crazy life, and this is a sick toy. It's just, yeah. Besides the Timbs, this is the one, man. Shout out to DMX, man. I love him, man. I roll with the Black Sheep. Let's go with the Black Sheep. Once again, you're talking about New York City hip hop music. You're talking about people breaking barriers and really changing music so that guys like me could even have a career. Black Sheep was really one of the first, I think they were the first black artists to play on late night television in hip hop. So, what they've done and what they've contributed to hip hop in general, obviously the choice is yours, is the one.
You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. I think you get with this because this is kind of...
I was given the opportunity to score a movie with Drez and Jay Dilla. So just thinking about that and seeing this in front of me is kind of surreal, let's see what the vinyl looks like. It's probably all black. Yeah. Ooh. Clean too, $3.99. Yeah, shout out Black Sheep, man. Thanks for the opportunity too, and keeping that legacy alive, keeping New York City alive, and telling stories of what the streets was like, and also paving the way for somebody like me to have a career now, for real.
I would keep on rapping, but it's time to break the hell out.
Xscape. Crazy. I remember the song Who Can I Run To? Constantly on local radio. Such a nostalgic group, amazing writing. Shout out to Tiny's legendary writer. Come on, man. If you don't know Xscape, I don't know. This was also constant collaboration with Biggie. So shout out to Biggie. That's more New York hip hop. That's more, timeless classic, golden era of R&B, hip hop unification, putting those artists together. Nostalgic, the fit, all black, legacy, legendary shit, man. I love it. Ooh, the arms of the one who loves you. It was always a little bit more depth to the emotion, and that's what I really feel that why I respect and love this music so much, why it always will be important to me. It just reminds me of a time where people were really in love and not scared to talk about it. And music was their vessel of expression. It wasn't just raunchiness. You know what I mean? I like raunchy too. We all like to do what it does, but I just feel like this is special. It's special. Shout out to Xscape, man. So I had to pick this up.
Who should be heard? Will we
I've never seen Aaliyah on vinyl, besides Agent Nothing But a Number, personally. Just to know, rest in peace to Aaliyah. I mean, Aaliyah is a princess. She's a queen. Not only that, Aaliyah was one of the first women to really do what she was doing, but also step on stage and act. Trendsetter, amazing voice, beauty. I'm talking about some of the most original style R&B production from Timbaland and oh my God, Missy Elliott. This album, We Need a Resolution. Oh my God, that beat is crazy. Rock the Boat, come on, bro.
I want you to ride.
Literally some of my favorite Aaliyah records. I'm so grateful for her family to be able to get this now so we can all listen to it on vinyl. I'm sure it's a different experience listening to it like that than how we listened to it on CDs as a kid. Incredible. Try Again, my God.
If at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again,
Yeah, this is probably the first one I'm gonna listen to when I go home. First time pressed on vinyl since 2001. My God, bro. So shout out to Aaliyah, man. Shout out to Amoeba. And yeah, thanks for putting this out for us.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.